coffins hidden from sight, guarding the truth too dark for the light. But secrets like these never sleep for long. The locks are breaking, the silence is gone. The only thing stronger than craving the past is chasing a tale that pulls you in fast. You didn't mean to spiral, to fall this deep. One more chapter, then two. Remember to sleep. You're playing it safe, feather mode. Sealed in the coffins, hidden from sight, guarding the truth too dark for the light. But secrets like these never sleep for long. The locks are breaking, the silence is gone. The only thing stronger than craving the past is chasing a tale that pulls you in fast. You didn't mean to spiral, to fall this deep. One more chapter, then two. Remember to sleep. You're playing it safe, feather mode, but looking at your TBR, I don't know. You're reading like a ripple, wild and unchained, tearing through books like you're not on Vervain. The line between fiction and real, it's blurred. You feel every twist, every page, every word. The voices are louder, your focus is lost. To get the job done, turn it off. So now, light your candle, let shadows sway. Grab your book and slip away. Pour your brew while ghosts respond. It's time to read, to go beyond.
Hello. Welcome to Wind Down Wednesday, Blood Bag Wednesday, whatever you want to call it. Welcome in. How is everyone doing? What are you guys going to be up to today? What are you guys going to be reading or doing? If you're winding down, let us know how you're going to be winding down. Tell us all of the things in the comments. I have my wine. I usually bring the bottle in so I can show you guys like what it actually is. And I forgot to bring the bottle in here. It's still in the refrigerator. I think it's San Antonio. I can't remember. It's whatever their sweet red is. I haven't had this in so long. I used to get this all the time. And then I guess I just kind of forgot about it just in doing wine. I think I drank this a lot before Wine Down Wednesdays were a thing. And then once I started with Wine Down Wednesdays, I was like, oh, look, let me try different ones, whatever, just like kind of exploring wine. And so I kind of forgot that I used to get this all the time. So decided to go ahead and do that since that's one of the few reds that I really do like. It's kind of like one of my go-to reds. So that is what I'm drinking. And of course, I have my water ready to go. And then as far as what I'm reading, I obviously can't tell you guys what I'm reading. Sorry, Cersei. Because it's for the poll pick. So you guys can't know what won the poll pick yet. So that is what I'm reading. I think I'm about like 12-ish% into that so far. So my goal by the end of sprints today is to hopefully be able to get to 50% by the end of these sprints. So we'll see. I think I can get to 50% or get very close to 50% if I take at least 2 sprints to just like straight like read or listen. Is my attention span going to allow me to do that? I don't know. So we will see. But that is what I'm going to be up to this evening. Again, let us know what you guys are going to be getting into. And let's jump into the comments and see how you guys are doing. And then we'll get into our first sprint. Hello, Amal. As I mentioned on DD Sprints, dropping off food at Dad's, but hope to finish in charge by Umani Price on your sprints. Excellent. Let me update. There we go. Let's see. You were reading Because of Low last time, and this time you're reading In Charge. I've not heard of that before. Hello, Christina. We have all of our lovely reminders. Here is the playlist that has the announcement video and all of the TBRs, all the recommendations. And then, of course, make sure you hydrate, take your meds, switch over the laundry, stretch, stop by the Mystic Grill for a bite, Team Salvatore with blood red snacks, or Team Matt with vervain treats, and post pics in the Discord. And then we have the link to the Discord in case you're not already in there. And then, are you feeling compelled to smash the like and subscribe button harder than Klaus crashed the decade dance and show your support? Let's see which faction brings the most fantastic energy. And we have our link to the next sprint that will be happening after this one. So I'll be ending either like right at the same time or shortly before Atia's sprints start at 10 p.m. Eastern. If you are not in the Eastern time zone, for context, that is about 4 hours from now is when Atia will be starting up. And then we have our sprint playlist. So if you ever want to know who's sprinting next, you can always head on over to this playlist because they will be added to the playlist as we schedule them on YouTube. Also, if anything changes or whatever, the playlist, Christina does a fantastic job of keeping the playlist updated. And also, you can go back and watch past sprints. So if there are any sprints that you missed that you want to go back and watch, you can head over to the playlist to find that. Hello, Glenda. How are you? Go Team Vampire. On chapter 10 of The Other Woman by Sandy Jones for the Humanity prompt. Ooh. I feel like I've heard of this book, but I'm second guessing myself because I don't remember the name Sandy Jones. Like that author's name does not ring a bell. But I feel like The Other Woman sounds familiar. Other Woman. Let's see. There we go. Hello to Glenda. We got our first sip. Mm-hmm. It's been so long since I've had a sweet red wine that almost, I was like, what is this? For a second, took me, I was like, what am I drinking right now? I'm just so used to drinking. I guess recently the reds that I've been picking up haven't necessarily been sweet. They've been like red blends, but not necessarily like sweet reds or sweet red blends. So that I can definitely taste the difference. I'm just like, oh, this almost tastes like juice. Hello, Paco. How are you? What are you up to today? Hello, Chris. Welcome in. Hello to Paco and Chris. Hello, Cece. Finally made it to live sprints again. It's been a busy few weeks. Well, we're glad that you were able to make it in. Hopefully that means that things are calming down a bit for you. Hello, Chris, Cece, and Paco. Hello to Glenda. Hello to Neil. How are you? Welcome in. Hello to Neil. Hello to Glenda. I'm good killing time for now. Also, my photos told me it's been a year since we met. Oh, yes, you're right. It was September last year. You're right. That's crazy. I have diverged from the TBR. I'll be listening to Batman Nightwalker while doing some organizing, hopefully. I mean, diverging, I feel like diverging from the TBR is one of those things that's just kind of like bound to happen. It's just a matter of time. So I'm not surprised. Did you finish Silverborn? And if you did, was it amazing? I need to know. Let's see. Batman Nightwalker. Excellent. Why is it? Oh, there we go. Why is this? There we go. House. Hello, DD. How are you? Am I lagging for you guys? I feel like I'm lagging on my end, and I don't even know why. It says that my Wi-Fi is fine, so I'm not sure what the problem is. And I'm on my new laptop, so I don't know why. I don't know what's happening. Also, when I started this sprint, the intro didn't play. I had to manually start it because I don't know. I think maybe StreamYard is having a moment. I don't know what's going on. But hello, Didi. How are you? Hello, Sadia. How are you? Welcome in. Hello, Jeannie. I'll be reading The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. Although I'm really in the mood for a cozy, so we'll see what actually happens. Fair enough. You saying that reminded me. I need to, at some point, it probably won't be today because I just won't do it today. But I was talking to some friends last night, and they were talking about some manga, anime, something about an apothecary. They were like, oh, I think you really like it. So I'm going to have to look into that to figure out what that is. If anybody knows what that is or what they were talking about, let me know. because I'm going to have to search the internet to try to figure out what the heck they were talking about, because I don't remember what the title was, but I'm pretty sure it's a manga or an anime. She mentioned something about a light novel or something, which I don't know what that means, but I was like, okay, I'll look into it. But question for you, Jeannie. I had that you were reading Dark Clouds, Deep Mercy, which I believe you put on pause. Have you picked that back up? I also have that you were reading On Writing by Stephen King, which I think you finished, but correct me if I'm wrong. And then I also have that you were reading The Mystery of the Blue Train. Did you finish that one? Let us know. The Lost Apothecary. Excellent. Hello, heading to bed, but hoping everyone is having or had a wonderful Wednesday. Have a wonderful night, DD. We will see you somewhere else on the internet or in the Discord. Hello, DD. Have a good sleep, and thanks for hosting Sprints. Hello to Jeannie and Sadia. Hello, Lynn. Ooh, reading Dungeon Crawler Carl. Why do I feel like you read this already? I don't know why I thought that you already read this. I thought that, because I had that on my TBR, not specifically for September, but just like in general. But I thought the reason why I had it on my TBR was because of you, but apparently not. Or is this a reread for you? I don't know. Let us know. Dungeon Crawler Carl. I keep hearing about this book, and I was working on something on, what was that, Sunday? Was it Sunday? Yeah, I guess it was Sunday. I was working on something on Sunday, and I was going through Sam's Goodreads, and I saw that she had that on her Goodreads. I'm just like, this book just keeps popping up everywhere. Like, do I need to read this? Maybe I'll read it in October. I shall be reading The Situationship. Oh, wait. What is this? What is this? Is this a new book, or is this one of the novella things that came out on KU? Explain. I saw Abby Jimenez and freaked out. What is this? And then I'll continue on with my reread of Iron Flame as I prepare for Onyx Storm. Very nice. Let's see. Did you finish Real? And also, did you finish Coming Home? Let's see. The Situationship. And I'm going to put a star next to that because you said the words Abby Jimenez. That is a trigger word. And also rereading Iron Flame. We'll put reread in parentheses so I know, so that I remember. How are you liking Dungeon Crawler Carl? Hello to CC, to Neil, DD, Angel, Sadia, Jeannie, and Lynn. Hello to Christina. It's decent so far. I like reading Solo Leveling or like Alice in Borderland. Oh, I have not read either of those, so that did not give me any clue or any insight into how this book is. Did finish Silverborn. It was fantastic. Oh, good. It aged it with the characters for sure. There are elements of Silverborn that I think you'd like in particular. Ooh, but all four are really good. That's so exciting. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. The first book I absolutely loved. Like, completely did not expect to care at all about this book when I picked it up for Battle of the Booktubers and read it and was like, wow, this is awesome. I mean, not that I read a ton of middle grade, but like best middle grade that I've ever read. But the fact that it kind of ages up, I love that. That's awesome. Don't read much middle grade anymore, but Nevermore series makes the cut for sure. I would agree with this. I would 100% agree with that. Hello to Lynn. Hello, Bree. I'm listening to The Well of Ascension. Ooh, I haven't heard anybody talk about that in a while. Well of Ascension. 65% in. Going to make dinner during the first sprint. Pork chops with green beans and sweet potatoes. Very nice. Have you finished Her Soul for a Crown? Let us know. Oh, is that the manga one? Okay. Let me see if I can pull up. Actually, I was going to pull it up in Goodreads, but why pull it up in Goodreads when I can just pull it up on Libby to see if I can find it on Libby. Apothecary. Yep, volume 1. Okay, cool. Now I have that saved. Thank you so much. I've only read volume 1 so far. Love The Lost Apothecary. Vampire Diaries is so good. Okay. I mean, I trust you, Fako. I trust you. But yeah, they were telling me last night because they were talking about, I think they were talking about Demon Slayer, which I've never read or watched. So I'm like watching them like a tennis match, like looking at them like talk about, I guess, how it ended and all the people that died and stuff. And I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then they were like, oh, like you should watch this. And I'm like, okay, sure. It's in 3 forms: light novels, basically, manga, and anime. Oh, okay. Interesting. The light novels, is there a difference in terms of the content? Is there something different that's in the light novels that's not in the manga, like storyline wise? Or is it the exact same story, just manga has pictures and the light novel doesn't? Like, what's the difference? Also, the Vampire Diaries, only seen season 1 of the anime though. Okay. So, okay, everybody seems to be on the same page that Apothecary Diaries is good, and then I guess I need to read and or watch it. Apothecary Diaries is so good. There's also like an anime. Okay. Hello to Christina. First time. Oh, I just got a second hit. Well, then who the heck? How did this book end up on my TBR? I haven't picked up Dark Clouds, Deep Mercy yet. To be honest, it probably will be a while before I pick back up. Yes, I did finish Mystery of the Blue Train, and it was good. Nice. Well, let's update that. There we go. Excellent. Oh, let's take this one off too. There we go. Situationship is a short story, only 30-something pages. Oh, okay. I feel like I do remember her saying something about her, that she was having like another one of those like short story things on Kindle Unlimited. I feel like I vaguely remember her mentioning that. But finished Real and Coming Home. Oh, good. Okay. How was Real? Was it good? Did you love it? Do you recommend? There we go. Also, hold on. There's something that I want to say, but I'm like, I don't know if I should say it. Let me go back. See if I can. Okay, so let's go back to this comment where you said that you're reading the situationship. I'm trying to figure out how to word what I want to say. Is this for something? Are you reading this for like a video, a read along, a buddy read? Are you reading it for a specific reason? I'm just curious. Inquiring minds want to know. Let's see. Hello to Christina. Hello to Bree. I've always forgotten what other book you had listed for me, but I did finish it. Okay. I think it was the Stephen King one. I kind of figured that you finished it. I feel like we talked about it, but I can't remember. Same, haven't read those either. Would you recommend it to someone who isn't familiar with those books, Lynn? Good question. Hello, Kay. I think that's for Christina. Hello, Jen. I'll be reading 6 Crimson Cranes. Ooh, or Blood and Honey. Cool. Those are both very good picks. I mean, I haven't read either one of them, but I hear fantastic things about both of them. Let's see. 6 Crimson Cranes and or Blood and Honey. Did you finish Starter Villain? Let us know. How was it? I have that book on my physical TBR. I need to read it, but I don't know when I'm going to get to it. I don't know yet about Rex. It might be like 23. Oh, you're only 23 pages in. Okay, that's fair. Let us know once you read a little bit more. Hello to Bree and Jen. Haven't read and watched all the versions, but Elliot Brooks' channel was doing a read-along, watch-along, and they say all forms are fairly similar. Okay, cool. Listening to, Catabasis by R.F. Kuang and having chicken parm for dinner. Ooh, nice. Very nice. You were reading Lessons in Chemistry. Now, this was a while ago. You were reading Guarded King and Lessons in Chemistry. Did you finish either one of those? And if you did, how was it? Did you like it? Catalysis. There we go. I have not finished Her Soul for a Crown yet. It's on hiatus till I finish The Well of Ascension because I'm reading it for the current campaign. Okay. Hello to Glenda. Real, it was good. I wasn't a big fan of the FMC, but I love how Kennedy writes chronic pain and difficult situations that are relatable. Plus, it's Kennedy. Yeah, fair. Hello to Butterflies. Both ended up being 3 stars. Okay, nice. I do want to read A Lesson in Chemistry at some point. I don't know when that'll be, but one of these days I'd like to get around to it. But all right, we have reached the end of the comments. Let me get the timer pulled up. Butterfly says hello to Glenda. Reading because I'm buddy reading The Friend Zone of Jen Livia. We're basically reading her catalog. Oh, is the situationship related to The Friend Zone? Because I do have The Friend Zone. That's like one of her first books, right? That's like part of the first 3 that she did. It was like The Friend Zone, something about a playlist, and something about short. I don't know what the other one's called. I can't see it from here. Life's Too Short. Yeah. So is the situationship connected to that universe or like those books? And if you're reading her catalog, do you have to read that book, that short story today? Like, could you read it later? It's really okay. Nice. Yeah, my question still remains. Do you have to read it today? Could you potentially read it at another time? I mean, do you? I'm just asking for a friend, you know. Finished Charter Villain. It was so good, so funny. Oh, good. I really want to read this. I hear great things about it. John Scalzi, he's really cool. I went to one of his talks and he was a cool dude. So I definitely want to read more of his stuff. All right, let's switch this over. There we go. All right, we are going to jump into our first sprint. I'm going to try to read. So I try, Tennille. I try. I try. But yeah, we are going to jump into this first sprint. I am going to read and play Catan. I do want to read it, yes, but that's not why I was asking. I just was curious. Like, is there do you have to read it today? Is it something that you could read like later? Is there like a deadline that you have to meet or something? Where like, oh wait, you have to have it read by a certain day. I'm just asking. I'm just curious. I'm just trying to see what's going on in your life. Yeah, let's jump into the sprint, guys. I'll see you guys back here in an hour. Happy reading. And we are back. How did everyone do? How did your sprint go? What did you guys get up to during this sprint? I did read. So I think I don't exactly remember where I started. I think I was somewhere between like 12 and 20%, somewhere in that general vicinity. But I got up to 48%, and my goal was to get to 50% by the end of sprints. So I am very close to hitting my goal even after just the first sprint. So I feel really good about that. I will say that this book is not what I thought it was going to be, but I think that's my fault because I think I got this book mixed up with a different book. Because this is not what I thought it was. So I've been trying to get through it. It's fine. It's not capturing me the way that I thought that it was going to. But it's fine. It's fine overall. But yeah, 48%, very proud, very happy. I don't think I did anything else besides that. I'm pretty sure I just sat here and read. I played Catan for a little bit, lost both rounds, so that was a bummer. But that was pretty much it. How did you all do? What did you guys get up to during this last sprint? Let us know. Also, where did I leave off? I think it was here. Didi said, haha, I could, but it's short, so why not? Plus, I'll be done with that series and continue on with the friend zone. Listen, do you, queen? I did some organizing, made it to 46% of Nightwalker. Nice. Hello, Julie. How are you? Been watching some booktube tonight. I'm feeling a tad under the weather. Oh no, so I'm doing my best to rest. Well, I definitely hope you feel better. I think, where was I talking about this? I don't know whose sprints I was on. I was in somebody's sprints. I think it was in Sasha. I think Sasha was sprinting. Was it Monday morning or Tuesday morning she was sprinting? And we were talking about the fact that like we haven't really been watching. We've been so focused on like making content that we haven't really had time to watch content. So I do need to at some point like take time to like watch the videos that are coming out, because I feel like I never have time to just sit and watch videos because I'm either like trying to read or trying to film or trying to edit or trying to sleep, trying to live. Feel better. Yes, definitely. Feel better soon, Julie. Hello, Julie. Feel better soon. Sorry that you're not feeling well. Yeah. Do you think, going back to this, do you know what it is? Like, is it like a cold? Is it something that you ate? Let us know if you know. Got to 70% cooked dinner. Sweet potatoes were bad, so I made rice with my pork chops and green beans instead. I love the improvisation. Is that a word? Did I just make that word up? I don't know. But I like that you were able to like switch gears. You were like, okay, no to the sweet potatoes, yes to the rice. Love that. You're welcome. Yeah, I hope that you feel better for sure. Hello, Julie. Hope you feel better. Yeah, definitely. I am going to pull out one of our sticks. It's been a while since we've done this. I don't think we've done this since June. Oh my gosh, why did the camera just change colors? I have to fix it during the sprint. But yeah, it's been a while since we've done one of these. The self-care dare. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Well, self-care truth or dare. Okay. So the dare side says, buy or pick some fresh flowers for yourself and place them somewhere you will see them every morning. So that's your dare option, which I think is actually really cute. I might do that. That's kind of cute. I'm not going to go pick any flowers. It's dark outside, but may go buy some flowers at some point this week and bring them in the house and put them in my living room or something. And then the truth one says, do you find meaning and enjoyment in your work? Why or why not? I really like that question. I find both meaning and enjoyment in my work. I love what I do. I'm finally doing what it is that like I went to school for 10 years ago. So that's exciting I feel like it's very common for people to go to college. And this might just be like a US thing, but I feel like it's very common for people to go to college because that's what they told us to do growing up. Oh, you got to go to college. You got to get a degree so you can get a good job. So people go to college and then they get a degree and then they end up not using their degree. They end up doing something that's completely unrelated to whatever it was that they actually went to school for. So it's nice to finally be using my degree and be able to actually be in my field. So yeah, I love what I do. And then the kind of work that I do is helping people get things back that were stolen from them. So I feel like that's meaningful, helping people retrieve things that were taken away from them. So yeah, I would say that it's both enjoyable and meaningful. But I'm curious to hear from you guys if you guys feel like the work that you do is meaningful and enjoyable. Read a couple of chapters of Six Crimson Cranes, only at 7%, but the FMC is young and kind of annoying so far. That's hilarious. Got to chapter 40 in my book. Absolutely loving this book. So glad I picked it up. I don't even remember. What did you say that you were reading? Let's see. Oop, my keyboard is asleep. Oh, are you reading Good Girl, Bad Blood? Or are you reading something? Did you tell us what you were reading today and I just forgot to update it? I'm trying to see if you told us earlier. You talked about the Apothecary Diaries. I don't think you told us what you were reading. Yeah, I don't think you told us. Let us know. I had that you were reading Good Girl, Bad Blood, but that was from September 3rd, so you might not be reading that anymore. Let us know. I got to page 75 of The Other Woman. I'm enjoying it so far. Good. Excellent. I've been putting off reading Six Crimson Cranes. For that reason, I read another book by the author this year and felt similar. I'm a nurse, so I find my work very meaningful, but not always enjoyable. I do love my coworkers, though. Yeah, I do have pretty great coworkers, or at least the ones that I work with like closely. We're a pretty good group, and I honestly think that coworkers can kind of make or break your experience. Like when it comes to a job, like I do feel like if you don't like the people that you work with, and you also don't like your job, it makes it like just completely miserable and unbearable. But I feel like if you like the people that you work with, even if you don't like your job, liking your coworkers can kind of help you get through it. It may not be easy, but they can definitely help. That's how I was at my last job. I was like, I hate it here. I have to get out of this place. But at the same time, I kind of didn't want to leave because I had a bunch of friends at work and we all kind of like commiserated together and it was kind of fun. But then everybody started leaving. So I was like, well, no reason for me to stay now. Started buying myself flowers every week and putting them on my table, trying to romanticize my life a little. I love that. That's so awesome. Maybe I should start doing that. The thing is, here's the thing. Flowers are hard for me. They're great. They're pretty to look at, but I don't feel like taking care of them. I'm not gonna remember to like change the water and like put the little food in the water and all. I don't cut the stems. It's a lot of work. So they end up dying in a week. So I don't know if I want to do that. Just because I don't know if I'll take care of them. If I know myself, I don't know that I'll take care of them. But I do think that that's really cute, actually. I worked at a university. I feel like education, all different types of education, are very important. I agree. Reading Deceived by the Deceived by the Gargoyles by Lillian Lark. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't. Did you finish Good Girl, Bad Blood? Let's see. Deceived by the Gargoyles. Of course, I didn't spell that right. Who's surprised? Not me. Libby stole. Oh no! How far into it did you get before it got taken away? Like, were you like deep into it, or had you like just started? That's the second one, right? I think that's the. Let me see. I have it on my shelf. Yeah, that's the second one. Interesting. Okay, and also. Not only like how far into it were you, but also like, were you liking it? Were you enjoying what you were reading? How are you feeling about it? I feel like Good Girl, Bad Blood is one that's it's not the controversial one because I feel like the third book As Good as Dead is the one that's controversial, where you either love it or you hate it. Like, you're either one extreme or the other. But the second book, I feel like the second book, most people, I feel like, would agree that it was very mid. Like, it very much had like middle book syndrome, where it's just like, it was great, it was fine, it wasn't great, it wasn't bad, it was just okay. And then you get to the third book and it's like, you either absolutely hate this and you're like, what the heck was that, or you absolutely love it and you're like, oh, this is the best book in the series. So I'm curious for you to get to the end so I can hear about your thoughts and whether or not you land on the love it or hate it side when it comes to the third book. You'll have to keep us posted. All right, we have reached the end of the comments. Let me get the timer pulled back up, or not pulled up because it's already pulled up, but I have to get it reset. There we go. And then switch it over. Why is that not working? There we go. All right, friends. I will see you guys back here in an hour. We'll see how much more I can get read. I'm going to try, keyword is try, to read for the entire hour. But I'm not going to lie, I was getting sleepy when I was reading on that last sprint. And I was like, kind of dozing off. I had to rewind a couple times. So I may need to get up and like do something to keep myself awake so that I can try to continue to read during this sprint. But yeah, I will see you guys back here in an hour. Happy reading! And we are back. How did everyone do during that sprint? How did it go? What did you guys end up doing during that sprint? So going into that sprint, the first thing I said was like, I'm going to try to stay focused and like actually read during the sprint. Spent the first 10 minutes watching YouTube videos about the new Degrassi documentary that came out. And I was like, this was not what I was supposed to be doing. So then I had to get myself back on track and actually read. And then I got distracted by videos that were talking about Nina and Sean's breakup and the TikTok that Nina put out. So I got sucked into that for a second as well. And then again, had to focus on reading. So I can say that I have hit my goal for this book. Like what I wanted to get to 50%, and I did do that. So I'm trying to decide if I want to keep going with this and try to get further along in it, or if I want to switch over, because I did say in my recommendation video, I recommended that y'all read my dearest darling vet. I don't know what it's called. Y'all know what I'm talking about if you saw the video. But I haven't read that. Oh, My Darling Dreadful Thing. That's what it's called. I haven't finished that yet. I think I got like maybe 15% into the book and then switched over to the one that I'm reading now for the poll pick. So I do need to go back and like read that. So it's like I could read My Darling Dreadful Thing, or I could continue reading what I'm reading for the poll pick. So I have to figure that out. And I think we'll probably do one more sprint. It'll either be like a 45 or an hour. I haven't decided yet. It depends on how long the chat goes. The chat looks like it's pretty short right now, so we might do another hour. And then we'll chat for a bit, and then it'll be time to head over to Atia's channel. So yeah, that's what I did. I also had like a little bit of a snack, ate some apples, some dried apples. I'm trying to think, did I do anything else? I don't think so. I think that's everything I did. Oh, how did that happen? Also, question for anyone in the chat. Do we have any, by chance, the answer is probably no, but do we by chance have any Stafussi fans in the chat? Let us know if you're a Stafussi fan. Team Stafussi, all day, every day. But let's jump into the comments and see how you guys did. Where did I leave off? I think it was here. Sade said I had just started it, so I'll restart when I get it again. Was enjoying what I read of it. Okay. So if you're pretty early in, it's good that you were enjoying what you read so far, but understandable that you hadn't gotten that far into it to really have an opinion one way or the other. So once you get it back, let us know, whether or not you enjoy it once you finish it. Hello, Vanessa. How are you? Welcome in. What are you up to this Wednesday? How's life? How are you doing? Good evening. Hello, Melanie. How are you? Welcome. Still keeping up with Ronald Malfi's Black Mouth, but I have just over 100 pages left. I'm off work, so all good. So I'm hoping to stay up and make some more progress. Nice. Let me add that to our list. Oh, I already have it in here. It's because that's what you were reading last time. Excellent. Hybrids rock. Hello, Molly. Hello to Molly and Melanie. Hello, Jess. Continuing my journey through Salem's Lot, starting to understand who is who now, and I'm now thoroughly enjoying it at the top of chapter 10. Nice. I got this 76% of Alchemies to Lovers by Jennifer Chipman. So I'm assuming that this is a play on like enemies to lovers, but it must be about elves, I'm assuming. What is this an arc or something, Vanessa? What made you decide to read what I'm assuming? Or is it elves like Santa's elves, or is it elves like D&D type elves? Like, I'm just curious to know if it's like a Christmassy book. What made you decide to read it now? But if it's like elves, like fantasy world elves, then that makes a little more sense. Let's see. Alchemies to lovers. Snail said did more organizing, cleaned a bit, made it to 70% of Nightwalker. Excellent. got to 13%. It's still just so far. I'll give it a bit more before I decide if I'll DNF, but I'm going to bed after this chatty bit. Now I have to go back and see, what were you reading again? Oh, wait, are you reading Six Crimson Cranes? Is that what you're talking about? Let us know. Because I remember you were deciding between Six Crimson Cranes and Blood and Honey. I'm assuming that you're talking about Six Crimson Cranes, though. I don't know. That's why I was watching those videos. I was hoping that someone was going to spill the tea and explain what happened. But the TikTok that she posted, Paco put it in the Discord in the TVD Universe chat. But it was a TikTok where she says something like, she didn't say anything about him specifically. He's not named or tagged or anything like that. But it was like one of those, what is it called? The thing where like you do like where you talk over like the sound clip that like a trending sound clip or whatever. And it's something where the lady is saying like, oh, you know, what do you say to women who are like trying to fix their man? And she says something like, Bob the Builder, he has all these women that are working on him and y'all all look like a construction crew or something like that, she says. Like I said, the video's in the Discord, so you can watch it for yourself because I'm sure I misquoted it. But people are assuming that is about him, that's about Sean, just because of the timing of their breakup and when Nina decided to post that video. So there was rumors that, you know, they had been arguing a lot. There's also a rumor that maybe he possibly was cheating. I don't know. It's unclear. It hasn't been said for sure what happened, so we don't know. Reading Gloam, which is a middle grade book. Interesting. Have definitely not heard of this. Did you finish Vampires of El Norte, Molly? Gloam. Did my dishes, cleaned up, got the trash ready to take out, and got to 75%. Very nice. 3 hours. I don't remember. I don't know what this is in reference to. Are you saying that you have 3 hours left of the book that you're reading? Let us know. Haven't started reading yet. Finishing up an assessment for a potential new job. Ooh. And I'll get to reading in the next sprint. That's exciting. Never stop these sprints. I'm boiling some water to make some egg noodles. Nice. I was trying to decide if I wanted to make dinner. Like, I was trying to decide if I was hungry enough to even eat dinner. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do dinner. I think I might eat like another snack or something. I'm not that hungry. I had like a pretty big lunch, so. But y'all keep talking about food, so now I'm like, maybe I should make something. I don't know. Not allowed. Hybrids rock. Oh, good. Got to 87%. Yes, exactly. How's married life? Tell us all about it, newlywed. I also have Shield of Sparrows by Devony Perry that I started to listen to during work today. I'm at 3%. Nice. Let's add that to our list. What is the Shield of Sparrows? I need to read Devony Perry. I really want to read, I don't know what the series is called, but the one that has like Indigo Ridge in it, I really want to read that series. That was actually on my 25 and 25. Will I get to it in 2025? Probably not. Going for Murder at Rochester Park by Catherine Coles. It's not the same one who writes the Sparrow Falls series. Okay. Oops. Are you still reading In Charge, or did you finish In Charge, Amal? Let's see. Murder at Rochester Park. I hate it when I start a book and have to stop so quickly like that. Yeah. Okay. I was going to say, I'm assuming it must be an art because I don't know why you'd be reading Christmas books in September. Hello, Lexi. Stopped and show Ed some love to the like button. Going to read Julie Chan is Dead. Oh, I have not heard of that. What is that about? I like the title. Lexi, did you finish Immortal Dark? How was that? Did you like it? Julie Chan is Dead. For some reason, this title sounds familiar. Julie Chan is Dead. Why does this title sound familiar? I feel like I just heard somebody talk about this like in the last couple of days, but I can't remember. I wonder if this is on Sam's want to read list or her read list. Because like I said, on Sunday, I went through so many books on Sam's Goodreads that maybe this was one of them. I don't know. I can't remember. It feels like a Hallmark movie. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. So sorry I missed you earlier. Hello to Glenda. Yes, they threw a new project at us. It took everything in me to not say boo out loud because it was in the middle of some good action. Oh, a 3-hour sprint. Oh my gosh, that would be insane. Could you imagine? You learned Guys How Brilliant Vampire has been completed. Oh, good. Excellent. How did you like it? Was it good? Oh, you said loved it. I was trying to decide if I wanted to put Vampires del Norte or the Hacienda in the poll picks, because they were in the poll picks last year. So I tried this year to use like all new books, except for obviously there's one that was a repeat. I'm pretty sure that's in my last video. So if you watched that, then you already know that there was a repeat from last year. But outside of that, I'm pretty sure. No, I think there's one more that's a repeat. I think it's going to be in the next poll. I don't think we've done that one yet. I don't think. But yeah, I thought about putting Vampires of Norte and the Hacienda in the poll because I do want to read those books. But I feel like I need to be in the right headspace because from what I've heard about them, they're kind of like more gothic. And I struggle with gothic stuff. I don't know. Gothic stuff just tends to feel slow and boring to me. So I need to be in the right headspace to like really enjoy it. But I'm glad that you liked it. Ooh, a 1920s mystery. Nice. I see what you did there with the bonus points. Very smart. When I call Kyle, I typically say, hey, boyfriend. So I'm trying to get used to hey, hubby. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. Is he calling you like wifey? Oh my gosh. How is Kyle? Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. How is Kyle? Like, is he excited? Like, I know Kyle, he's usually like a very like, calm person. But is he like excited? Is he bubbly? Is he a happy little newlywed? Apparently I have some catching up to do with Salem's Lot. Shouldn't be too hard to do though. From what I remember during my first attempt at reading it, it was kind of fast paced. Christmas and Halloween books, I'm not going to request those arcs anymore because I end up having to read Halloween books in July and Christmas books in September and October. Yeah, that makes sense. That was horrible typo. My apologies. Oh, no, you're fine. Absolutely amazing. Oh, wow, okay. Love the town and the way the world was set up with the vampires in the story. Gave it 5 stars. Nice. I've heard very mixed things about Immortal Dark. Like, I feel like in the very beginning, I was hearing a lot of like really good stuff, which is the reason why I decided to buy a copy of that. And I like the way that the edges were sprayed with like the words and stuff on them. That was probably more so the reason why I bought it. But I had heard good things about it. But then after I like bought it and I owned it, then all of a sudden I started hearing people be like, oh, it was just okay. Like it was very mid. It was like I was like, well, dang, well, now I already own it. And I think it's pretty. I don't want to get rid of it, but I haven't read it yet. So this makes me feel good to know that you enjoyed it. So hopefully that there's hope. There's hope that I will also enjoy it. We'll see. Love that premise. Who is the author? I'll be reading the Hacienda too, but not until October. And yes, Vampires del Norte is Gothic, assuming the Hacienda is too. Yeah, I'm assuming that they both are because they're the same author. I forget which one came out first. I think the Hacienda came out first, right? I can't remember. But yeah, they were both on the polls for last year. I'm kind of glad that they didn't win because I don't know that I would have enjoyed them at that time. So yeah, one day I hope to get to them. Where you post these polls? Oh, they're on Instagram. They're on my Instagram, on my story. I usually post it during the weekend, so it'll be either Friday to Saturday, or it might be like a Saturday to a Sunday. Usually it's Friday. Usually I post it on Friday, and it'll close sometime on Saturday because it's up for 24 hours. But the last one that we did, I think I posted it on a Sunday, and it closed on Monday. But that was only because I wanted to get that video out for you guys. I wanted to get the video where I recapped weeks 1 and 2 so that you guys could see what the emojis were, like what the books were, and like which team won and got those points. So I wanted you guys to be able to have that information before you went in and voted, which is why the poll went up a little bit later than usual. So this week it should go up on Friday, although Friday's gonna be a little bit of a busy day for me because I'm going out of town that day, but hopefully I can like maybe do it like while I'm on the road or something. We'll see. I think he's excited, but he's tame about it. Also, I want him to call me my wife, and every time I think of it in my head, it's in Borat's voice. Oh my gosh. That is very amusing. I think we need a hint about the next round's prompt so we can decide if Immortal Dark fits. Well, I don't know what Immortal Darks is about. I mean, I know it's about vampires, obviously, but I don't really know what else it's about. What is the next prompt? I don't have the right computer. All the readathon stuff is on a different. It's on this computer, not on the one that I'm currently using. So I don't even know what the next prompt is. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think I remember what one of the prompts is. I don't remember what the other one is. Yeah, I couldn't even give you a hint because I don't really remember. Yeah, Tigris Girma, yeah. Got it. Thank you, Lexi. Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't sure. I couldn't remember because they came out like not that far apart from each other. It might have been like a year or something apart. They were pretty close together. If you like Ninth House or Cruel Prince a lot, then you'll have a good chance of liking Immortal Dark. Okay. I have not read Ninth House or Cruel Prince, but Ninth House is on my physical TBR. It's behind me. Cruel Prince, is that... Am I thinking of the right series? Let me see. Because I can't remember. Aren't there like two different books that's called like Cruel Prince or something? Are you talking about the Folk of the Air series? Like the first book in that series? If you're talking about that, I have also not read that, but I do want to read that series. No problem. All right. Let's see. Let's do a 45. I don't remember. I know one of them because I know who's in the coffin and the prompts usually correspond. If you haven't noticed by now, the prompts correspond to who's in the coffin. So like the prompt that was like a long distance relationship and then Finn was the one that came out. Finn was in a long distance relationship with Sage, if you know the show, or like the one that was about like a trickster or a con artist, like that would be Cole, or like a word, a book with the word darling on the cover because Cole says darling. He always calls people darling the same way that Klaus calls everybody love. Cole calls everybody darling. So like all the prompts correspond to the people. So I know who the next person is. So I know what one of the prompts are, but I don't remember what the second one is. And the one that I remember, I don't remember if that's for the humanity campaign or if it's for the retrieval campaign. But I can't remember what the other one is. I'm going to have to look it up now that you're like bringing it up because I'm like, how do I not remember that? It's a trilogy. Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's a good hint then. I mean, if you say so. You can, no, I can't. I cannot do that. But yeah, now I need to look up what the other one is because it's gonna drive me crazy that as soon as I see it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, duh. But I can't remember what it is off the top of my head. But yeah, I think we're gonna do a 45 because I think if we do an hour, that's only gonna give us like 5 minutes to recap. Oh, look at the perfect timing on this. Look at that. 40-some seconds to spare. Let's pause and we're gonna change back to that. Oh wait, hold on, JK. I need to change this to 45 and reset. Close that. All right. So I will see you guys back here in 45 minutes. This is going to be our final sprint for the evening. Have a wonderful next 45 minutes if you're reading or winding down. Enjoy whatever it is that you're going to be doing, and I'll see you guys back here soon. And we are back. That was our final sprint for the evening. How did everyone do? How did that sprint go for everybody? What did you end up getting into? I was gonna try to figure out what the banner was. What everybody ended up getting into? What did you guys do for that last sprint? I washed my face so that I am ready for bed. And I also listened to about 10% more. So I'm chugging right along through this. I'm hoping, ideally, in a perfect world, if everything goes exactly the way that I want it to go, which almost never happens, I could finish this book tomorrow. Will that happen? I do not know. Remains to be seen. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can get through it quickly because there are other things that I need to read. There are other things that I need to do. Like I already said that I need to finish My Darling Dreadful Thing. I also need to start working on my TBR. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. I have my TBR for October. What I need to do is like plan out the video that I'm going to make for my TBR. Even just thinking about that, I'm just like, oh, there's so much to do. So yeah, I need to do that. Like I said, I'm going out of town this weekend, so I'm trying to like get organized for that. So yeah, I want to finish this book. So this is one less thing that I have like sitting on my brain that I have to like do. So if I can check this off my to-do list, that would be excellente. I'm trying to think, did I do anything else? My stomach is hurting right now. I don't know why. I'm trying to think, did I do anything else during that sprint besides wash my face and I responded to comments, responded to some messages, stuff like that. But yeah, mostly stayed focused and actually read and washed my face, so that's good. Where did we leave off? I think it was here, I want to say. Vanessa promises not to comment if you let us do an hour sprint. Hello, Courtney. Hey, Mystics, vampires rule, others drool. Made no such promise. Hybrids rock. You don't remember? Hybrids all the way. A lot of hybrid representation. I will say the hybrids are going hard this year, which I was not expecting, honestly. I was not expecting the hybrids to come in as strong and stay as like strong and united as they've been. I am honestly very impressed with everything that they've done all month. Like I was not expecting them to do what they did. So well done. Anything can happen. There's still more to come. Like we're just over halfway through the month, so there's still time. It's anybody's game. But I am impressed with the hybrids. No, not an early prompt drop. So speaking of announcements, this is more of a reminder than anything else. It's not really an announcement because it's already in the Discord. If you look at the events in the Discord, you can see when all of the different watch-alongs and activities and stuff like that are scheduled. But normally we do watch-alongs on Fridays at 5 o'clock. That is not going to be the case this week. The watch-along this week is going to be on Thursday instead of Friday, which reminds me, I actually need to look at my work calendar. 1 second. Because I might have to change the time. I'm hoping that I can leave it at 5, but let me just double check something to make sure that I don't have any meetings that conflict where I won't be able to be home. Because I unfortunately have to go into the office tomorrow, which I don't normally do on Thursdays. Let's see. 3, 1, 12. Okay, yeah. It should be fine. If I have to move that meeting, I'll just move the time for that. So yeah, the watch along this week, instead of it being on a Friday like it normally is, it's going to be on Thursday, which is tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern. Because like I said, I've said multiple times in this sprint, I'm going out of town on Friday, so I cannot do the watch along on Friday. So it will be on Thursday. It is already in the Discord. It's not anything new. It's already there. I'm just reminding you guys in case you've forgotten. That's all. Submitted my extra book. Very nice. Hello, Lexi. Been MIA the last 2 weeks. I'm alive. Little sis just had lots of volleyball games the last 2 weeks, including today, and it's her 18th birthday. Oh, happy birthday. She did great at her game, served the last 9 serves of the third match back to back to back, and the opposing team didn't even hit the ball any of those times. Wow. Okay. Skills. Happy birthday to your sister. Happy birthday to your sister. 18 is a huge milestone. It is. It is. That's got to be very exciting. To Amal. Yeah, submitting those extra books. Sis living her best life. Lexi, glad you can support her. Yeah. Hello to Lexi. Happy birthday to your sister. Trying to go to as many of her games as I can. This is her last year of volleyball for school. Since she's enlisting when she graduates in May. Oh, I was actually going to ask, like, is she planning to play like in college? Because it sounds like she's pretty good. But she's enlisting. Okay. Stopping at chapter 12. I'll read more during the daytime. Hello to Glenda. Off to bed with my hubby. Love that for you. You're welcome, Vanessa. Thanks for being here. Have a wonderful night. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm sure they're not doing anything they haven't already been doing. Let's be very honest. Enjoy your marriage bed. Good night, Vanessa. Have a good sleep. Take care. Getting sleepy, even though it's still kind of early for me. I only read a few pages, but at least I got the dishes clean. Have a great night. Have a wonderful night, Melanie. Sleep well. Yay for clean dishes. Good night, Melanie. Take care. See you next time. Night, Mel. Love some clean plates. See y'all. Got me feeling sleepy, but I'm trying to stay awake. I work the next 2 nights, so I need to train my body to be awake. Well, Atia will be sprinting next. She's going to be starting sprints in about 10 minutes. So once we get through these comments, we are going to head on over there. So she will keep you awake, give you some sprints. Courtney, stay awake. We got our sip. I'm almost finished. Excellent. Totally fell asleep and missed all the sprints. Oh, that's okay. Rest is important. Started Night Walker after work and only have 30 pages left. Nice. Gonna try to finish before bed. Excellent. Don't forget to tell us that prompt. Oh, so I did go look it up. I did look up what the second one was, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay. It's okay. I missed most sprints, too. Yeah, it happens. It happens. Jess is also sprinting for Salem's Lot. If you guys are participating in that read-along. Missed you, but glad you got some rest. Absolutely. Yes, Molly. You're hosting nap sprints. Yes, have a fantastical night, everyone. Thank you so much, Christina. Hello to Molly. Yes, Molly, I agree. Rest is important. Sadia finished and submitted her book. Very nice. We have all of our reminders. If you haven't already, remember to hydrate. Definitely need to do that. Take your meds if you haven't already. Check the laundry or switch over the laundry. Stretch. Stop by the Mystic Grill for a bite. Team Salvatore with blood red snacks or Team Matt with forbidden treats, and post pictures in the Discord. And then we have our link to the Discord if you are not already a part of it. Join us. Yay for finishing your book, Sadia. Hybrids rock. You are feeling compelled to smash the like and subscribe button harder than Klaus crashed the Decade Dance. Show your support, and let's see which faction brings the most fantastic energy. And here is the link to the Founders Day Parade, which is our sprint playlist. So if you want to know who, or not, this isn't the link to the playlist, but there is a playlist. This is a link to Atia's sprints, and she is the one that is sprinting next. So her sprints are going to be starting in 10 minutes. So if you are looking for more sprints, head on over there. Christina has so graciously provided us with the link. Way to go, hybrids. We got this. And this is the link to the actual playlist. So if you want to see who's sprinting even past Atia, if their sprints are already scheduled on YouTube, they will be part of this playlist. Or if you want to go back and watch past sprints, ones that you missed, to watch it on the replay, those will also be part of this as well. Yes, I agree. I agree with this comment. Why didn't you tell us you were going out of town? I don't know. It must have slipped my mind. It's so funny you woke up and the first thing you say is sip sip. Of course, Molly. All right, this will probably be the last one because there's literally just the teeniest little bit left in here. Let's see. Mm-hmm. And there it is. Blood bag completed. She's enlisting in the Air Force. She's been talking to a recruiter for the past year about it. Nice. Planning on college next year too. Okay, but obviously she's gonna have to balance that with Air Force things. She wants wow, oncology, nice. Hello, Chantel. How are you? Reading Sunrise on the Reaping. Started yesterday at 40%. Nice. Let's add that to our list. Oh, my keyboard is asleep. Let's see. You were reading Cursed Cocktails last time. Did you finish that? And if so, how was it? What did you think? Sunrise on the Reaping. Excellent. You're welcome to Neil. Thank you for being here. Hello to Chantel. You're welcome, Glenda. Yes, I will see you guys next Wednesday for more Wind Down Wednesday or Blood Bag Wednesday sprints, whatever you want to call them. And for those of you who are heading over to Atia Sprints in a few minutes, we will see you over there. I will probably be scheduling next week's sprints at the beginning of hers. I'll pop over there to say hello, and then I unfortunately have to go to bed because I have to get up early tomorrow. Sad face. Hello to Glenda. Hello, Jamie. How are you? Ooh, just started See You yesterday. That's the Rachel and Solomon one. Let me know how you like it when you finish it. I'm very interested to hear your thoughts. I enjoyed this one. I really did. I had a fun time. But I like what do you call it? The time loop trope, whatever it's called. Like Groundhog Day. That's what I'm looking for, the word I was looking for. I like Groundhog Day tropes. Some people don't like that trope, so if you don't like it, you might not like this book. But I love it, so I had a great time with it. I liked that it was like a little bit like kind of nerdy with like some physics and science and stuff, and then also like Groundhog Day trope, and then a little bit of like YA romance. It was a blast. I had a great time with it, so I hope you like it. Also, I had that you were reading Deacon King Kong last time. I think that's what you were reading. Let us know if you finished that, and if you did, how was it? You're welcome, Molly. Thanks for being here. I'll be around next Wednesday the entire time. Ooh, nice. A little vacation. You honestly have earned a vacation, so I hope that you enjoy every second of it. It's well-deserved, well-earned. I haven't finished it. Was too busy with Forks. Too busy in Forks for the festival. This is a library book. I'll go back to the other one. Okay. I have not heard of Forks for the Festival. That's a new one. Oh, good. I hope that you like it. Did finish Deacon King Kong. Enjoyed it. Really good character development. All right, nice. Make sure we update our list so that we know that you have finished that already. All right, perfect. Well, we have reached the end of the comments. I'm going to turn this banner off so that it's not in the way when the outro plays. But yeah, I don't think I have any other announcements other than the fact that, again, reminder that the watch along is happening tomorrow and not on Friday. Other reminders. I'm trying to think of what else. I feel like something else is happening. Oh, the poll. Kind of vacation. My mom is going on a cruise, so I'm staying at her house because my 18-year-old sister should probably not be in charge of our 11-year-old brother. Why not? There was a Festival of Forks. Forever Twilight and Fork. Wait, not true. I finished and started that. Started the next one, Sword Thistle. Oh, okay. Nice. Working the red light district again. It's not as bad. Like, it's been way worse where just like the whole thing just turns red. It's doing mostly what it's supposed to do for now. Let's hope that it stays that way between now and the time that I actually close out. What was I saying? Something about a reminder. The watch along is tomorrow. There was something else. Oh, the poll. The new poll will go up either on Friday or on Saturday. So be on the lookout for that on my Instagram. If you are not already following me, then go follow me so that you don't miss that. Whoops. He never takes authority from her. Okay. That's fair. Something. Ooh, okay. Good to know. Always been mom 2.0 to him since he was born when I was 15th. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, this is a great question. I do not know the answer. But yeah, great question. Sounds like a lot of fun, though, if that is the case. That would be fun. I wouldn't be surprised, though, honestly. I got to 80%, did my skincare. Yes. Possibly. Although the next convention that is happening down in, or the next festival convention, whatever you want to call it, that's happening in Mystic Falls is happening in November. So I don't think that's the same one that they're talking about, but it might be like a similar concept, possibly. Festival. Oh, nice. Very cool. Very cool. Everything about, yeah, I'm not surprised. There are a lot of like little like fandom conventions that happen. That's actually why I'm going to be out of town this weekend, because I'm going to a Vampire Diaries convention this weekend. It's just not in Mystic Falls. I tried to swallow my pill that someone told me to take, and it dissolved in my throat. Ugh. Yikes. All right, folks. Oh, hello, Kat. Just finished my sprints, now wrapping up my day before heading to bed. Lovely. I hope that your sprints went well. Good to see you. We are wrapping up ourselves, so I'm glad that you were able to make it in before we headed off. Hello, hello. I'm assuming that that is directed to Kat. Love the spooky vibe. Yeah. I was trying to go for, blood, red, Halloween. I'm just trying to help. Hello to Kat. All right, folks. I will see you guys back here next week. Again, be on the lookout for the poll that's coming on Instagram for week 4, and also the watch along that's happening tomorrow. But otherwise, yes, have a great night. Hello to Christina. Supposed to take a drink. Well, yeah, she's not supposed to dry swallow. But yeah, I'll see you guys somewhere else, whether it's on the internet or on Discord. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night. If it's nighttime, sleep well. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
For over a century, stories lay still, etched in the stone and buried by will, sealed in the coffins